You're probably just depressed. Take this tincture. You'll be fine in 2 weeks, I promise. Come back to me when your knees are the size of grapefruits from the arthritis. Maybe then I can prescribe you antibiotics. That'll run you $10,000 a month out of pocket. The week before I started graduate school, and a month before I turned 25, I took my first dose of antibiotics. I infused a rotating cocktail of drugs through an IV poured in my arm while driving the hour-long commute to school, and then pulled an athletic sock over my forearm on the way to class. I could barely sleep and had a hard time following conversations or focusing my eyes in artificial light. Every morning I heaved myself out of bed, nauseous, incoherent, and crushed by exhaustion. I measured my days in hours and sometimes minutes to keep myself from giving up. Somehow, I managed to finish school and went on to run a global girls' advocacy initiative, always accompanied on my flights to Liberia or Honduras by a carry-on bag full of pills and powders. My story is just one among the stories of the more than 300,000 Americans living with Lyme disease. I saw at least 10 doctors and 30 alternative medical practitioners before my eventual diagnosis. After being repeatedly told that I was just depressed or looking for attention, I spent days praying for my HIV test to come back positive so at least I would know I wasn't just losing my mind. I navigated the complex healthcare and insurance systems alone, pleading for coverage of antibiotics from the 1950s. I remember feeling so insignificant and adrift every time I listened to yet another doctor tell me that I couldn't possibly have Lyme disease because Lyme was hard to catch and easy to cure. In reality, current tests miss 44 out of every 100 Lyme cases, and effective treatment can take months or years. Early on in my illness, I summoned internal strength I didn't know I had to summit a 12,000-foot tall volcano in Guatemala. Standing triumphant in the sulphurous wind as the sun rose above a long chain of mountains, I didn't know that this would be merely the first of many peaks I would have to climb. The feeling of having suffered day after day, nearly every day for 8 years, is almost overwhelming to think about sometimes. In the end, my family spent tens of thousands of dollars on my treatment over a period of nearly a decade. And then, 8 years after falling violently ill, I got better. I got better because I had the resources to pay for evidence-based, long-term medical care and alternative treatment. I finally saw the right combination of doctors and took the right medications in the right order, and I got better. Getting better allowed me to experience the most basic joys of a healthy life. To go for a run in the woods, to make a film with 6 girls in Malawi, to eat the world's most delicious mango, to feel unbelievably, dizzyingly lucky. But it shouldn't be up to luck to determine who gets better. It's time we stopped relying on luck to cure Lyme disease. It's time to make accurate diagnosis, affordable treatment, and respectful care available to everyone. In order to build a future where Lyme is a thing of the past for all of us, we have to speak up now, together.